What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with another soundtrack reaction, and back with a special treat this time. That is to say, recently on my Patreon, I did a watch along for The Goonies, the classic mid 80s movie. I think it's 1985, produced by Steven Spielberg, written by Chris Columbus, and directed by Richard Donner. So it's a who's who of filmmakers that are especially known for their material in the 80s. And yes, it's one of my all-time nostalgic movies. As I said in the watch-along I did recently, it's a bit crazy. It's a bit, there's just so much going on, and like a lot of Spielberg productions, there's kids in peril, and it's, very much an adventure story, which is a bit zany at points, but it's very funny. I think it's well done. I think it's sweet at times. And again, even if it might not win, a Best Academy Award for screenplay and so on, it is a movie I will always love. Now, to be fair, it's only for members only. I do have a only for members only. It is a members only post, which is to say I have a small playlist where I've done some watch-alongs that I've just put into this members only catalog as a special thank you to people who are monthly contributing members. And indeed, that helps me. Luca's freaking out. There's some noise outside, and she really was interested in that. But yes, I really do appreciate the members over on Patreon, so I occasionally try to do some special things. Meaning, if you're just a free member, you won't be able to see it. But if you are willing to contribute as little as, I think, $5 US, you can check it out, as well as I did a watch-along for the 80s movie Clue that's in that same category. So, yes, and I plan on doing some more over time. Bottom line, we're going to listen to a tune from the Goonies soundtrack, which I didn't even remember I have, but it's actually, in a folder on my music computer, and so when I saw that, I was like, oh, good timing. So the composer for the score was Dave Grusin. I don't know if each and every track was done by him exclusively, but this is one that I know for sure was composed by Dave Grusin, and it's called The Quest Begins. And again, it's very much a Spielberg-type movie where a bunch of kids, for reasons, outside their control, or, in an attempt to solve a problem, they go on a quest, and through a number of exciting events and, avoiding danger, they ultimately come to find some treasure or some development that is key to solving whatever the big problem is, and that is very much the case with the Goonies. So this track, The Quest Begins, it's got all the excitement, the adventure, going into the unknown. It is very short. It's like less than a minute long, so this intro has been like 4 or 5 times as long as the song itself will be, or the tune itself will be. Let's give it a listen. This is from Dave Grusin, a track from the Goonies soundtrack, and it's called The Quest Begins. Great, right? It's very short. Obviously, it's very string-driven, but there is some brass in there, and I think some timpani, and so it has a very energetic, dynamic sound. I think it is used maybe at a couple points, and in fact, I want to say there's a part where they end up going down what essentially are water slides, but they're, in these caverns, and it takes them into the area where they find a pirate ship, which is the ultimate destination of their adventure. So it might be earlier in the movie as well, but I'm pretty sure it's the track that plays when they unintentionally or unwittingly end up on a series of water slides. And yeah, again, I just enjoy the energy, and again, it's a bit of mystery. There's a bit of the, suspense or anticipation in it, so it's a very well-composed tune, and indeed, the whole score is great, and, it never gets overly serious. And there are also some tunes that are a bit lighter and tunes that are a bit more dramatic, but yeah, it just fits the movie really, really well. So shout out to Dave Grusin, and shout out to those of you who are full members over on Patreon. You are greatly appreciated, and if you haven't seen the Goonies Watch Along, I recommend giving it a shot. So, in any case, let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.